Good morning, everyone, and welcome to another acrylic landscape painting in the Ocean View Journal, Volume 1. I'm going to flip through a couple of these pages to give you an idea of what we're working on. We're currently on page 13 and going to be doing kind of a similar color palette to this one, actually, with some different cloud forms. I am trying to mix it up a little bit as we go. So we got a wave there, and then we have some different color themes like apricot and pastels, some super hot sunsets, and more like rocky Oregon type landscapes. The last couple here have been like with seagrass, moonscape, and then here we are. And then after this one, look forward to some tape peels, and I'll be posting a tape peel later on today as well. All right, so if you're interested, I'm posting all the reference photos in our community Discord, and the links are in the description, and also the links are in my bio for Instagram people. Just do a little live notification on Instagram real quick here. Okie dokie. Here we are, and I'm going to start by putting some marks on with alcohol-based marker, the horizon line most specifically. Just make sure that stays straight. And I think we're going to go with kind of a small ocean on this one. I'm going to keep that low. Maybe this low? Yeah. Stream is a little bit later today because I was doing a mural in an inclement weather situation, which was challenging, but I kind of treated my paint as if I was using oil paint there and just putting the layers on super thick and super light, which was scary but interesting. I'll be posting some video footage of that for anybody that's interested later on today. So I think that might be the only line that we need for reference. I guess I can put a few more in. It's a pen malfunction. It's to keep us on track. Let's see. Always struggling with lighting. Lines. These ocean lines are going to be coming into a wave about here. I'm going to add kind of like a little bit more of an interesting shape there. I like these pens because they do have they have a brush tip and a chisel tip, which is nice for different situations. And one lays down ink a little bit darker than the other side. think we're just going to go with a dead center sun. There's not a lot of light reflecting off the water, which is interesting. It's a little bit different than what we have been doing. Okay. I like the shape of this big cloud, so I'm going to try to do it justice here. But you know, I'm working a lot smaller, so everything's so much smaller. Some of these little paintings, I'm going to be pretty tempted to paint them bigger. Okay, this shape comes up. Oh, hi. Oh no, a promotion. Watch out. Yeah, boo bots. Tomato, tomato. Let me see if I can get rid of that. Good morning. Good morning, Big Lurk. I will handle this, I believe. Okay, I think I did it. I don't know. If not, I'll try again. But back to this. Back to what we're doing. After I feel pretty good about this shape, then I'm going to start our underpainting. But it's going to be more light yellow and less orange than some of the others. Okay, I think I'm pretty happy with that. There's really pretty wispies in this one and some shafts of light too, but I'm not gonna put any marks in for that at all. Okay, I don't know if I'll ever be able to get that pen open again. Looks like the sun is pretty solidly planted behind all that cloud stuff. All that cloud stuff. I don't have any I don't have any cadmium red out. I don't know if I need cadmium red today. Just gonna put a little bit of that fluorescent red out. Just need like a tiny, just enough to make this a little tiny bit peach. But like just a smidge. Oh, even that's a little much, but I'll just blend. I think that blend feels pretty good. Now I'm gonna drag this peach color up through these clouds. We're gonna get to do some light wispies up in there. I'm gonna let those be a little bit darker. That's fine. And then they'll get lighter again. That's going to be really faint. It's going to go all the way up to just real light way up in there. And then, oh no, dog hair. Dog hair 1. Hi, Mocap, how you doing today? And hello, Hannah from YouTube. It's a little much on the yellow right there. Well, thank you so much. I'm still in my you know, that beginning grind. So it is what it is. Well, thank you so much for your comment and your support. My child is finally old enough for me to consistently push this now, so there's going to be no more breaks. But it has been a busy morning so far. I woke up, got the kid ready into school, got myself ready, got all my mural gear together, and a propane heater, propane tanks, the entire thing. And it was kind of raining, but not enough to deter me. And I finished up a mural that was in a shipping container at an outdoor gym. And I'll be posting the videos on that later. I got some footage to show you guys. And it turned out really well. It was not the most comfortable job I've ever done, but it was at least covered. Like, it wasn't raining on me. Okay, I feel like this is probably getting on dry enough for me to do the sky gradient. I'm going to use a little bit of teal and a little bit of cerulean blue, but it's not going to take much. And I'm going to use my small filbert. Yeah, I'll post that video on, YouTube and Instagram are my main focus points these days. So just a smidge of this, and it's just to brighten up the cerulean blue. I love cerulean blue, dog hair number 2. But sometimes it just seems like it's just not lively enough for me. I also noticed some from different brands are more lively than others, I guess. And I'm going to be adding white. I have some grays left over here from the full moon seascape that I just did the other day. But I'm going to be using them in the ocean on this one. So I left them there. Okay, I got a really light color here, and I'm just gonna lightly brush it. See, that's not light enough. I'm gonna lightly brush it towards our sunset. Let's test that out, see if that's good. And I could even pick up a point brush and blend the edge to make that transition even softer. Especially right here. And I'll just go back and forth with these two brushes for this part. Add a little bit more white. Go back to the middle. And now that I feel like that's right where I want it to be, I'm going to go up to the corner to the darkest color, cerulean blue, and then like blend back down into it and meet them in the middle and add swooshies. Oh, thank you. Yeah, the color blending, I use a lot of layers. But now it's like I did all the positive painting for a while, and then I did the negative painting for a while, and now I'm doing both and using a lot of layers. Really depends on the subject and where I'm going with it. But I am stuck on the hot underpainting. I feel like since those warm colors, yellows and reds, are really transparent when you're working in acrylic paint, they allow the vibrancy of the paper to really make them pop. So when you put them on first, let the vibrancy of the paper reflect the light that's coming down on it, and then like paint around it with your cools. I feel like it really brightens up the whole thing. It's kind of like what you would do in a watercolor painting, but then layering and layering and layering, that's uniquely acrylic. I feel like I could gray this up a bit and that would be okay. I'm rotating the brush a lot, not just to put more paint down, but to make sure that that blend is super soft on the edges. At about here, I'm going to be adding more white. This is where a lot of those diffused swooshy clouds are going to be. Oop, got a little bit of dark right there. This watercolor paper has been really fun for dry brushing, because it adds some nice texture. And I wasn't anticipating that at all. Usually I'm painting on really, really smooth paper to allow the actual form of the brush to show through the most. But this has been fun. Okay, I'm gonna let that part dry, and I'm gonna go ahead and move down a bit. Add a little bit of this gray. Down here. Suppose that's some diffused fog. It's gonna help frame our focal point. And then I'll come back and do those clouds in a bit, but I think I'm just going to move down to the ocean. The ocean's so small, I don't think it's going to take very long to put that in. And then we can use the grays from the ocean and come back to these clouds. I'm going to switch to the flat brush for this small flat brush, which I used to paint a very tiny goat earlier. And I'm hoping I got a close-up on him, because I'm not sure, but if I don't, I will get that. Even if I have to go down there again. Okay, now I'm gonna put this point that I was using to do some blending aside. But I'm going to keep it clean just in case I need it again. It's good to keep something like this on standby just in case. So if you are fast enough, you can fix things, little accident type things. This ocean horizon line starts out pretty dark, but I don't like doing the very top of the horizon line that dark. So I'm gonna keep that light and then go darker. Okay, here's the darkest part. Ooh, that is really dark. Might be a little too dark. Hold on. Let me lighten that out a bit. Just a scotch. What is nice about these brushes, these flats, I don't know if you can tell on stream, but they are a lot firmer than your typical flat brush, especially for acrylic painting. They're made by Princeton. You can see the details on my material list that's available via either the description or in my Instagram bio. they're really firm bristled so that you can kind of like put down paint and also pick up paint. And it's great for layering techniques because scrape off, put on, and then let dry, add more layers. And it adds a lot of texture as you're painting. Of course, you could always angle your brush so that it like lays things down, but it really has a nice rigid structure to it. And so I like having those out, as well as some other soft brushes depending on the dealio. Hello, Peter. How are you doing? Oh, thank you. And thank you for the follow. Yeah, doing a lot of ocean scenes. We're on number 13, and the journal has 24 pages. Let me kind of show you what we've been doing. So that was for the full moon, just yesterday. And then seagrasses, and I will be making video footage for all these tape peels. So that'll be satisfying and exciting. But just like a little journal tour. It's like, when I think about it, I'm like, oh, you know, 12, 13, that doesn't sound like a lot. And then I'm flipping through them and I'm like, oh my gosh, that is starting to add up. Maybe I'll do some more waves too as we're painting along this adventure. Are we there yet? I really do love that one. That was early. That was number 2. And then yeah, there's number 1. So holy cow. And I will be making prints available. I don't know if I'm going to do postcards or what I'm going to do. Maybe like a little postcard pack of the favorites. Something fun like that. Oh, you love the emotion in it? Fantastic. Well, thank you so much for stopping by. This one's going to have some pretty fantastic rays of light that I'm looking forward to putting in. Of course, after all of this is dry, which it's still kind of trucking along. Okay, now I'm going to add all of those are the darkest. That's it for that dark color. So let's lighten that up. There's a little spot of light about here in the sea foam with the reflection from the sun. I'm using pretty transparent paint in that area. A little bit of the yellow is going to show through. Now we're going to go a little bit lighter. There's more seafoam in the foreground. Add a touch of warmth to the white that's gonna go right in here. Going to be kind of going back and forth with these colors. Going from that warm seafoam to kind of like the cool shadowed color. Think about there. Okay. Get some white. Still a lot of gray on my brush, and that's totally fine. Just kind of mix that as I put it down. I'm going to rotate my brush bunch to get some different shapes going on. I am a stickler for not having those repeating shapes whenever you're like doing stippling, which is just, you know, smashing the paintbrush up against whatever you're painting. Like when you're doing that, like it's totally legit technique, but like rotate the brush and rotate your hand placement when you're doing it, and you will see more varied shapes and less patterns. You know, when you're doing a tree and you see that one like a gape mouth blob over and over again, don't do that. Unless you like that, I guess. Yeah, I mean, you know, there's no rules. Almost wrapping it up with this ocean. Now that it's dry up here, you can kind of see what it's doing and add some more texture and detail. All right, I'm pretty happy with that. Cloud time. I think for the type of shapes that we are looking at, you know, I might put the sun rays in first before the cloud shapes, just so I don't have to worry about overlapping them at all. So I'm just going to make sure that my flat is really rinsed out really well. Got a pretty transparent, mostly yellow white. Okay. And I'm gonna go from here, and I'm gonna go straight out to the corner, away from this cloud here. Oh boy. A little bit of lint. This side blends out a little bit. The other side has more of a defined ray coming out of it. Wonderful. I dig that. All right, now the tiny little lints, I can brush those away when it's dry. So I'm not going to worry about that. Now for the gray that I'm going to use, I'm just going to warm up the blue gray that we used for the ocean. It needs to be warmer. And I'm going to make a gradient out of it. Now, as I move away from where the sun is, I'm going to get a little bit darker. A lot of that color is on the edges there. And a lot of this cloud shape has a silver lining, if you will. Okay, now a little bit bluer and a little bit darker. Okay, I think this is about right. And I'm just not going to go all the way to the edges with this. And I'm going to blend it where it gets closer to this sunspot. Very gently. Now I can take off that lint that was over here earlier. Where'd it go? There it is. Lint happens. I might darken up some of those summaries a little bit. Getting there. Okay, now I'm going to go with a really a small point brush, maybe even the script. And I'm going to put the lining on these clouds, which is pretty fine detail work. Just a touch of yellow on there. All right, let's see. I'm gonna change my angle to get this line real straight. See how it goes. Oh yeah. I'm gonna soften up one of the edges. There we go. That's more like what I'm going for right there. These little cloud details are so fun to add. And it's hard to know when to stop, really. starting to get there. Add just a hint of that warmth into the foreground foam there, but mostly just the top and just the middle. Let's see. And a little bit of lightness to the middle of the ocean. Kind of leads your eye up. And brings a little bit more of that color down into the sea. Kind of balancing it out a little bit. I always want to put little M birds into all of these. I'm going to refrain. And adding just a touch of that melon color in the little edge clouds, kind of towards the peripheral. I might add a little bit of that melon color to the edges of the clouds right next to the sun. Like it's just bursting through those guys. This brush is so small, nothing goes quickly with this, but we're working on the focal point, so it's worth it. It's the tiniest brush. All right, I think that's what we're looking at. I'm pretty happy with that. Get that little bright guy right there. Is he too bright? I don't know. Fantastic. Well, that wraps up page 13 out of 24 in our Ocean View Journal. We're doing a short stream today because of the morning mural, but look forward to seeing some video footage of that. I'll be posting it later, and thank you so much for everybody that joined me from YouTube and from Twitch. Thank you for all the follows and the subscribes from that, and I will see you again for a silent mirroring and inspiration stream tomorrow on Thursday in the evening, and then another community oriented stream on Friday morning. So thank you so much and have a great day.